Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Chenelle, the owner of 3 Balls Handmade Soaps and More. And in today's video, I'm going to be making this turmeric, orange, and honey soap. Alright y'all, so as always, I like to show y'all what I will be working with. So we have some turmeric powder right here in the corner. I don't know how well y'all can see that because it is a little cloudy here. It's been cloudy here for the past couple days. But anyway, so we got some turmeric powder here. We also have some paprika, and I got this paprika because, you know, sometimes turmeric can be a little on the brown side. So I didn't really want that. I did kind of want my soap to resemble the color of an orange somewhat, since I am using oranges in this. So we're going to use the orange peel as well as the orange juice for this soap. So I have 4 oranges here. I got some gloves. I have my scale, my thermometer, my stick blender, my clear container, long spot pitcher, my spatulas, my test loaf back there, as well as my bowls here. So I am going to clean off my table and then we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so first up, I had to zest my oranges. Now for this, I just used a cheese grater and pretty much just kept rotating the orange until I got as much of the peel off that I was looking for. And do keep in mind that if you plan on selling this particular soap, a turmeric, orange, and honey soap, and you include orange peels in your soap, you want to make sure that the orange peels are dried first, so before you add them to soap. So you can just take the orange peels and put them in the oven, in a warm oven, and just let them dry out that way. So for this soap right here will be for my own personal use, and I did dry my orange peels out. So just keep that in mind. If you plan on selling this, make sure that you dry out your orange peels. Alright, so once I had that out of the way, it was then time for me to go ahead and make my orange juice. Now for this recipe, for this particular soap, I did replace 100% of my liquid, of my water, with orange juice. So 100% of my water was replaced with the orange juice. And right now I was just squeezing the squeezing the oranges until I got out as much juice as I could, and I did end up with just a little bit of pulp in there. All I did was just take that out, and then it was fine. All right, and here is our fresh orange juice. Now I did come up just a teeny bit shy of 100% of my liquid, but you'll see me add a little bit of distilled water here shortly. Now once I had my orange juice out of the way, I then proceeded to weigh out the rest of my ingredients. All right, so once I finished weighing out all of my ingredients, I then went outside to my well-ventilated area. And as always, when working with sodium hydroxide, you want to make sure that you take the necessary precautions to protect yourself. So right here, I'm just slowly adding in this sodium hydroxide to my orange juice. Now, some people say that it has a horrible smell, but I don't know. To me, I did not think that it was a horrible smell. That's just my own personal opinion. But so just be mindful of that if you do make this and it kind of smells. That's what they say, it has a horrible smell. So right here, once I was back inside and everything had cooled down to my preferred temp, it was then time for me to add my orange juice and sodium hydroxide solution to my melted oils and butters. And once I did that, I then just stick blended this until I reached my desired trace. So I do want to mention that upon doing my research, so this was my first time working with orange juice. I think I may have said that, but upon doing my research, I did see that some people say that it took a little bit longer for their soap to come to trace. I did read that orange juice neutralizes sodium hydroxide. So I don't know how true that is. My soap didn't take long to come to trace. I didn't have any problems with it coming to trace or anything like that, but I just thought that I would add that in there. Now right here, I'm just adding in some turmeric powder, some paprika, a little bit of honey that I had to water down because y'all, I was almost out of honey. Okay, I was down to like drops. And then I also topped this off with some orange essential oil, and this soap was smelling so good. I cannot wait to use it. I've done a little bit of research on, these three ingredients together, and we're gonna see what it's gonna do. And I'm just gonna leave that up. I'm gonna leave that alone because technically soaps are meant to cleanse you. Okay, that's why y'all never hear me say anything about any of the ingredients used or anything like that, because technically and legally soaps are meant to cleanse you, and you definitely don't want to be out here making any claims about your soaps. So we're gonna leave that alone. Now right here, I'm just gonna continue to stir this up until I get everything all blended together. And y'all, just look at this color. This color looks so pretty. So the reason I went with these three, so not only, like I said, turmeric kind of turns, eventually turmeric kind of sometimes kind of changes colors to more like a brown. So, and I wanted more of a orange color. And then I read where if I didn't add anything to it at all, then the orange juice would eventually turn to it like a yellow. I think I read like a yellow and like a pale yellow or something like that. But I mean, I didn't want a pale yellow. I have oranges in here, so therefore I wanted this soap to be orange. So that's why I added in the paprika and the turmeric powder. Now you don't have to add your paprika in at trace like I did. I also have another video where I used a hot oil infusion paprika, and that gave me a beautiful orange as well. And you can also use annatto seed, I believe it is. I think I might have a video on that. I'm not 100% sure. I put up quite a few, so I can't even remember. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. You do not have to add the paprika powder at trace. You can add it to the oils. I think you can also do an infusion. And you can also use other things that will give you a orange. So once I added my soap to the loaf, it was then time for me to tap it on the table, and here is what we have. Isn't that color beautiful? So I just covered that up and let it sit overnight. And here we are the next day. The color did tone down quite a bit. However, I was still pleased with the way that it came out, as long as I don't have a yellow. And I don't have yellow, so I'm very pleased with that. But right here, I'm just gonna take this out and see if we got a full gel. All right, and I'm sure y'all can see that right there, my end there was still just a tad bit soft, and you can kind of see my knuckle print in the back and the bottom. But I mean, I had to go ahead and unmold this. I probably could have let it sit for another couple of hours. However, I had things to do. So right here, once I got it all out, I did get a full gel, so I was very pleased with that. And right now, right here, I'm pretty much just cutting my soap. And if you are new to soap making, if you've never made soap before, I will link another video down in the description, because I did leave out quite a few things, quite a few steps, and so on and so forth. So therefore, like I said, if you're new to soap making, I can leave a more detailed video for you down below. And y'all, right there, I was just pointing out, I guess some of I don't know what that was. I guess some soap didn't get, some orange didn't get in there somehow, mixed up. But I mean, it's fine. This whole loaf is mine. So I'm going to use it. It's going to get used up and it's just all mine. That's the perks of making your own soap. Now right here I do have a drag mark. I'm not sure how I got that drag mark, but that was the literally like the only one that I had. The only drag mark that I had on this soap. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Of course, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, if you want to see a video, DM me on Instagram. I will have our Instagram linked in the description, as well as the items used in this video. That will be linked in the description as well. Now right here, I'm just lining my soaps up to stamp them. And yes, even though this is mine, I still want it to look pretty with my little stamp on there. We are all done. Here is my turmeric, orange, and honey soap. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving us a thumbs up. It definitely helps out our channel. And if you have not done so already, please consider subscribing to our channel. To all of our wonderful subscribers out there, we appreciate you guys so much. And until next time, I will see you guys later.